Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. The show brings you the opener of a big 4-game weekend set. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. All right, Senga, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away, and pitching in this game, Mitchell Parker. How about a scouting report on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway. The pitch. Ripped to third and caught. Okay, let's check out the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just missed. Ground ball right side, low. He steps on the bag. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Alonso with a homer in his last game. Two outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz hauls it in to end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in Nationals Park. And today on the hill, Kodai Senga. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Up now for Washington, Ahmed Rosario. That one out to right. Soto really on his horse for it. Brings it in. And there's one down. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Dylan Cruz.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
Jacob Young, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike two. Senga was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout. Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
Talking about that shutout, he really had everything working for him. Not many pitchers nowadays who can turn a lineup over 3 times and still be effective, Boog. So what he did is impressive.
Swings and misses, and now 2 gone.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Washington. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo getting to start in left, 31 years old, and he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Parker back to work. Fastball for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Young hauls it in, and there's one away.
That is it. The third baseman, Mark.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. No score here in the second. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Cruz hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting 6, the designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 outs, base is empty. Line drive brings it in for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. There's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
This one in the air, right field. Soto going after it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting 5th, the second baseman, Luis.
And now it's Luis Garcia. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
James Wood stands in now, looks at that one inside. Move to first. Garcia back easily. Man at first, one away. Watch out, that one sails on it. To second, but way too late, safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runners at the corners, one away as we play game one of this 4-game series.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the.
This one high in the air to left center. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over.
Base runner decided to test him, and it was a bad decision. Outstanding throw on a frozen rope at home. That'll end the inning with a bang.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That's outside, and the count is even, 2-2. Got him. One gone here.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now here is Luis Angel Acuna.
One ball, no strike.
And that is out of play. That one the other way. He's got it. 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Siri matched a homer in his last game. Hit softly on the ground left side. Over to Lowe. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, and we are still scoreless. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Riley Adams. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes. Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Dylan Cruz stands in now and watches strike one. 1 out, bases empty. That clips the corner.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Up and in, and it's 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
1 down, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Nationals.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And he swings through that one.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Still tied at 0, last of the third. In the air, out towards right center. Siri brings it in with a nice running grab. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. There's a swing and a drive. Young going back. Out of here. His 9th homer of the year. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Now
that makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. The run comes in from second, And it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. First and second, no outs. Vientos, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. The throw in, he's in there. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. To the right side. Sends it to first. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
And here is Francisco Alvarez. Struck out looking his first time.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runner from second crosses the plate. Not in time. He's got a double. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Mitchell Parker done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
a new
Washington,
pitcher in the game, Jackson
number
Rutledge.
79.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 out, runner at second. And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Caught just shy of the wall. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. The relay, tag, and he's out. Trying to get back, and that will end the inning. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 5 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington, D.C., John Chavi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jacob Young. And first offering is fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Low stands in here, takes ball one low.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, C.J.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Fly to right his first time. And there's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. He goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 5 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. First pitch misses. Rutledge, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Lindor in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan
Man at first.
Soto.
Juan Soto now 1 for 2. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Lindor on the move. Pitch misses. Throws it away. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Young under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out, and there are two gone. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. Mets leave one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Baseman, Luis Garcia.
Senga back to work. That one almost got him.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And there's a foul ball. That's to third. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
The left fielder, number 29,
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and fouls one off. The Mets leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Struck him out looking. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. New inning getting started. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Number 68 looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer getting cranked up as well. Next offering is fouled back. This to center field. Young glides back, makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark.
And now Mark Vientos. First pitch just misses. Just missed.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
There's a strike. Next offering is downstairs. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. That one ripped. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak, and there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
And now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez. That misses, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Oh! 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 6 and the Nationals nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Riley Adams.
Riley Adams.
Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The right fielder, number 3, Dylan Cruz.
So up next, Dylan Cruz. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Now
back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit for the Nats, Ahmed Rosario. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's outside. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Jose Siri.
The pitch. Popped in the air. Left field, and that'll get down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's already homered here in this one.
Runner.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Has some trouble with it.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wood has a beat on it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The batter, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 3. Ball 1 there. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Coming home. Throw and it gets away. Man at first with 1 gone. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Wood makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. And that's way high. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground right side. Over to low. And that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 7 and the Nationals nothing.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Stanek.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the center fielder, Jacob Young, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Strike
No ball.
one.
One strike.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone.
Well, tough night at the dish.
Number
Punching out for the
number
third time right there.
33.
Just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Low. Batting with one down. Takes a strike. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the
batter,
benefits,
number
the
5.
advantages of
Shortstop,
relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And it's fouled away. 2 outs. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Probably saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. You just witnessed something really special.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Senga, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jeff.
And here is
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust. And that one is absolutely belted. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 8-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jackson Rutledge gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Righty reliever out of the pen, number 68.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So 1 out, nobody on. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. Right through there for a strike. On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's Jose Siri. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throws, save. That's a stolen base. Acuna at second with 2 down. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 9-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Runner takes off.
0-1.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. They say you win.
No ball. 2 straight.
Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And that is that. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the Nationals nothing.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Huascar Brazoban.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. Brazoban, a 6'3" righty, 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That misses the zone. 1-0. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1.
1-2.
Got him swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Wood stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty. Paul DeYoung now at the plate. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one hammered center field way back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they've got their first run. It's 9-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Activity in the Washington bullpen. DJ Hers up and loosening in the pen.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That's out to center field. Young puts it away. 1 away.
The batter, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Two outs. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second. They take the force out, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz. He last pitched 2 days ago. So digging in, Dylan Cruz. Senga, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Diaz, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Just missing there. 1-2 to count. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Now 1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
They're down to their final strike.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Let's get the paper. Somebody love it, hate it, no matter the situation. What?